Today, I wanted to talk about the amazing ways that your body can actually shape your experience. And so, the body is an incredible tool for navigating your your life and your experience, right? And you only get one body, so it's important to honor, nourish, and take care of it because if it gets all jacked up and you keep messing it up, well, it's not going to be such a pleasant ride. And it's also your lens in which that you experience life through. So if that lens is distorted through being bogged down by toxins and over information, whatever else might have going on, then your experience of reality is going to be altered because your lens has been maybe blurred or skewed in some way. It's not clear. But if you have a clear body, a clear mind, clear emotions, then you'll have a clear experience. The beauty of this all is that we can actually do things with our physical body to shape our reality. I had a very beautiful experience working with one of my mentors, and I had been doing a lot of traveling at that time, and it was quite an unstable phase in my life. That comes with traveling. You don't have the stability of a place that you go every day, it's different. And so she had me get on a Swiss ball, which is like one of the big exercise yoga ball kind of things, and sit on it on my abdomen and do like a Superman. So you're parallel to the ground and you're trying to balance. And so she said, what does it feel like to center on an unstable environment? And it was challenging for me. I was struggling a little bit, and she helped me to see I was forcing too hard. And then she helped me to relax. And as I relaxed, I was able to stabilize. So the beauty of this is if we're able to teach the physical body how to maneuver in this way, then we can actually create a sense of internal stability in an unstable environment. And that actually carries over into our waking life, into our experiences. And so the this can be brought into many different realms. I remember in some of my classes, they were taking us through movement pattern assessments like lunges and squats and pushes and pulls and all these different basic functions that humans do to survive and move throughout their life. And one of the students, she was just very careful in her lunge. So she would lunge, and it was like very, very gentle, but her form was very good. She was very, very almost too perfect in a way. And my teacher was like, "Girl, like, you need to be willing to make a mistake in your life." And so she's like, "To lunge into life. Can we lunge into life?" So it's a much different experience because how we do anything is how we do everything. So if we're so careful and we're trying to be so perfect, then that's showing up in other areas of our life. But if we're able to lunge into life with no pain, with confidence, then we can actually take charge of our experience. So this is how movement is encapsulated. The mind is very much linked to the body and the emotions. And so these are not a separate matter. So the patterns playing out in your life can actually be adapted by educating your body as to how to move efficiently through space and time, right? That's a whole nother topic, time and space. So from that place, we can determine, is my body too uh too flexible in being that it's unstable, or is it too rigid that it's so tight? And then how is that mirrored in your experience? Are your relationships too flexible or unstable or too rigid? Are your uh is your mind stable? Is your mind rigid? How is that showing up for you in your experience? And so we can explore many different facets of this. And the more we work with this and develop an awareness of how our body is aligned or where there might be distortions, we can find little simple things that we can address that will begin to change the entire scope of our experience because we're actually changing that lens, right? If we're able to lunge into life, our lens is more capable, more resilient, more confident. If we're very careful, then our lens might be a little hesitant. Should I take this opportunity or not? Should I talk to this person maybe I'm attracted to? Maybe not, because I need to be perfect. But if you're able to lunge, then you can lunge into that. So these are the beautiful ways we can explore our body and how it's interconnected to our mind and our soul and our experience here on this beautiful planet we find ourselves in. Side note, climbing is such a great thing to be able to climb, right? If we're able to climb, what else can we climb? Can we climb with ease, or is it hard for us to climb? Are we able to lift ourselves up? Is our spine able even to hold ourselves up against gravity? How are we able to stand in the face of life, in the face of adversity? Maybe we're pulling on a band. Are we able to maintain the inertia of the resistance? Are we able to stabilize in life, which is going to have resistance? How are we able to stand? So you can see there's many deep aspects of this. Our feet, right? Our feet are our roots. How are we able to, or is there problems in the feet? Is there problems in the knee? Is there problems in the hips? A lot of this has been documented through a lot of different teachers. There's a woman, Louise Hayes. She has books about all these different trauma patterns in the body and how the mind and the emotions are all interconnected. So a lot of physical issues that actually show up are mental emotional issues. And so problems in the knees can have to do with flexibility. And then you can take into account the left or right side, the left being the feminine, receptive, the right side being the masculine, the action taking, the expressive in a way. And so if there's problems from left to right, maybe there's a distortion from masculine to feminine. This can even be seen in our relationship with our parents. So, or our relationship with the feminine or the mother archetype, or our relationship with the father or the father archetype. Some people in their posture, maybe they have a distortion where they're more to one side or the other. So are we moving away? This is my right side, away from the father. The left side, are we moving away? Do we have a slight lean or a pelvic torsion? Are we moving away from the mother? So this is stuff, I learned this from the Czech Institute. So if you want to explore some of it, not all of it I got from them, but some of it I did. And so if you want to go really deep into that, they have a lot of education on that. And so yeah, the body is this incredible tool. So honor it, find ways to dance with it, to flow through life, to navigate your challenges by being embodied. And there's so much headiness, so much up here in our modern society. If we can bring it down here, and the reason oftentimes we don't bring it down here is because there's pain, there's emotion, there's challenge. And so we don't want to be in that pain, so we've adapted to just be in our head or up here, right? And that's totally normal, but become aware of that and start to bring yourself down into your body so you can be embodied and you can show up more presently, more fully in your life and your experiences, and to navigate much easier. Even with like pushing and pulling has a lot to do with our boundaries. Are we able to maintain a boundary? And then is there a problem on the left or right side? So maybe the hands, they're very around the heart area. They're interconnected. And so our hands have a lot to do with giving and receiving. If there's problems with the left arm, the left shoulder complex and all that, there could be problems with giving and receiving, or receiving in this case, more so. And if there's imbalances on the right side, then it can be associated with the giving. Are we able to give freely of ourselves? And these kinds of things. So it's quite the exploration. I find it very fascinating, and I hope you enjoy your the soft talk language. We'll get into language another time. Consciously choose to speak in a way that is powerful and present and affirming versus, oh, I might try or I might do. Anyways, we'll get into that another time. Till next time, friends.